November 2 is a day set aside by the United Nations to mark World Day for Safety of Journalists all over the world by condemning all manner of impunity against them. Gathered in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, this year's edition was another opportunity for members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, civil society, state agents, and other stakeholders to address the challenges facing press freedom.
This partnership for action was embodied in UNESCO's recent multi-stakeholder consultation held in Geneva to strengthen implementation of the UN plan of action on the safety of journalists and the issue of impunity.
Some of the areas highlighted were human rights and social security for journalists.
Well, I would say that looking at the context of safety of journalists in Nigeria, I would say that we are nowhere in this country, because you discover that we write to build people, we write to promote people, but nobody is promoting us. Even our own safety is seriously in doubt in this country. I give you an example that in the course of my journalism career, I was kidnapped in 2010 when I went for an assignment. And I tell you that up to today, nobody could find those people that kidnapped me, and along with some of my colleagues. And when I came back to office, nothing was even paid. As somebody that went for an official assignment for my company, nobody even cared for anything that happened to me.
When we are talking about security for the Nigerian journalists or for other professionals too, what we are saying is that at least the minimum requirement is that when you work, you get paid. But as I said, find out. A large number of our people go to work, come back, go to work, come back. They don't get paid. You won't be surprised that there are people, journalists in this country, in Lagos, who have not been paid for 24 months.
You know, when people are talking about impunity, it talks about audacity, for people to get away with a lot of things. Audacity, when people have audacity, means they have control over you. They can use and dump you at any time. But why this kind of program is very, very important is that to enlighten people that they have the right to some certain things, and they should not condone such audacity.
When we're talking about safety, when the professional involved is afraid of tomorrow, when he's afraid that he cannot get his salary, when he's afraid that when something happens to him or her, his dependents will not have anything to fall back upon, even himself. So that kind of condition will not motivate a worker. That's a very big problem in journalism.
Rounding off, stakeholders agreed that for there to be improvement in press freedom, there must be tolerance and cooperation between state and non-state actors.
So it's a continuing project, but what we have realized is that there is a dire need for synergy between the union, that is journalists, and agents of states. When I say agents of states, I mean the security agents, the paramilitary, and all the rest of them. We should try as much as possible to reduce the area of frictions.
The public, individuals are allowed to have a form of freedom of expression. I give it to them. It's a learning curve for us. It's another form of training when we hear from the public. That is why the new Commissioner of Police, CP Moyemi Oluwole Edgar, has asked that we should have a better partnership, synergy, community relationship. So this is where we're embodying our differences and our strengths together.
Many of our people get killed on the road. We're also endangered because of the kind of job we do, just like they are. So to a large extent, we are brothers because we are even subject to almost the same measure of risk like them. So we need to come together, interface, and see how we can reduce the issue of uncertainty of our lives.
It is hoped that the cross-pollination of ideas at this year's symposium will help mitigate challenges faced by the press, while journalists are also urged to play a more prescriptive role in information dissemination. Henry Williams for Love War Plus.